You ready or what?
Well, that's about it for E3. Day 3 is in the books. Show is just about over. People are starting to stream out of the Los Angeles Convention Center. We have taken up shop here at the badge holder area, able to help anyone who wants to show up in the last few moments here and see some video games. We can instruct them to go inside.
To go to hell.
Yeah, just go on in. You don't need badges for the last half hour anyway.
Yeah, just run in. Just go in. You know,
Yeah.
just like, and so don't stop if security tries to stop you.
Tell
They just don't know.
Tell them I'm a VIP, and then I said it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so last day of the show, but we did definitely see some stuff.
Yes, we did.
Um,
Finally saw that BioShock. It was undeniably the most impressive thing I saw at the show. You know, for me yesterday, Uncharted like kind of blew me away, but like I sort of saved room in my head that like BioShock might top it, and it was like easily. But I don't understand how that's a game. I don't understand how that's a thing you play. The way that action moves and the way everything in that game looks and feels, like it all seems kind of effortless and also completely chaotic and insane.
Yeah,
I don't understand how that works.
The controlled chaos of that action scene was gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
Just how much was going on, how much of it was flying right at your face, like how fast he was zooming around all those kind of sky tracks and stuff. My only question is, how much of that was, I don't want to say scripted, but I mean, you know, they practiced this demo probably a couple hundred times before they came out here to show it. You know, how much can that change every time you go into a scene like that?
Right, like
how
how
much
natural-
variability is there in what you're going to experience?
How natural is that for a regular player?
well, I guess that's you know, we got to sit down for a half an hour with Ken Levine and talk to him about it. He wouldn't really go into specifics, but talked about some other kind of, you know, ways that that you can or can't interact with things, or you know, if you're passive versus being active, and how that'll affect some things in the story. So. If you need a badge, you can actually just yeah.
Can I see some ID?
2012. If you need some, we're gonna need some ID. This show is 18 and up, though. All right, if you had a parent or guardian or something like that, it's a great looking demo. It's a fantastic looking game, and you know, hearing them talk about it, it just gets me even more excited. But the thing is, that game's not really coming that soon, you know?
Yeah.
All they're saying is 2012, and you know, the more they talk about it, the more it sounds like holiday 2012 or something like that, you know? So but we did play some Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
What is that game? What's
It's crazy,
that
man.
Game is
It's
weird.
they are breaking Street Fighter
Yeah.
in a beautiful way, I
They
think.
like cracked Street Fighter open and like shoved Tekken in there.
They shoved
and, like,
Tekken in
sorta
there,
tried
and
to
then
mash it back
Rainbow
together.
Edition in there.
Yeah,
Like, it plays like a hack, but
kinda.
like a fun
I
hack.
was waiting for some handcuffs to come out.
Yeah.
Weird launchers and dude, I don't know. I just wonder how much of that's going to change.
Yeah,
Over time,
love to
before it
see,
comes
you know,
out.
like what can they do to, you know, balance that game and all that sort of stuff.
Like you
and
said,
how
there were
crazy
even
they want to make
even
it.
like major new mechanics in there since you saw it like 2 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like that game has already changed pretty dramatically, which is pretty neat. I think that game has a lot of potential to be cool. We'll see. Gosh, what else? We got out and played some Dance Central.
Like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6, like a G6, like a G6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6.
Yeah, that Dance Central 2 is, it seems cool.
Oh, I had my own Peter Molyneux moment.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that game on rails?
I don't know, because he was very vague about it, but he said there is a navigation component to the game that he made the team.
So you pick a track.
Well,
you
he-
pick them. You mostly pick from.
He wouldn't clarify that specifically, but whatever it is, he made them disable it for the E3 demo, thinking that was the right choice to focus on just like the combat and not try to
Okay.
confuse people with how you move around in the world.
Because they would say, you know, if you were to ask Activision, they would tell you that Tony Hawk Ride is not on rails because you can disable that, but it kind of breaks the game in
Right.
even more significant ways.
More interesting than that stuff was the way he held forth about his feelings on Fable 3.
Really?
Straight up said, I feel that game was rushed. We had to make some cuts that I didn't
yeah.
that, that I didn't really approve of, and we ended up with a disjointed experience. That the pacing was not great, like it was not what it should have been.
On one hand, it's cool that they're able to try something new, but I don't know, like how'd that demo look?
I mean, it was the same demo from the press conference.
But did you come away hearing what he had to say, going like, okay, maybe, or is it still like,
It's a big maybe. I don't know. I mean, you can customize your character in some ways.
Yeah.
The magic system seems neat because you can combine different elements together to get different spells and stuff. But again, if you're using those mechanics within the context of a style of game you don't really want to play,
Yeah.
I don't know how valuable that is, but we'll see.
Yeah.
They've got a while. They only started making that game last November, so
Okay.
it's pretty early.
You also went and saw Halo.
Yeah,
right?
me and Drew, they showed basically the beginning of Silent Cartographer, which
Yeah.
is sort of like the seminal Halo moment,
Right.
like that everybody remembers, just like, oh shit, it's
Yeah.
on.
It's cool that they're toggling back and forth.
They showed the toggle. There was a little bit of lag
Yeah,
involved.
it takes a while for it to come
I don't know
up.
if
They
that's
said that their goal is for it to be pretty much instantaneous.
It seemed like once it loaded all the assets in the first time, you could flip back and forth pretty seamlessly.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why you would ever want to go back except just for novelty.
I'm sure there'll be, like if there's just like crazy Halo people, it's be like,
All Halo people are crazy. You know that.
yeah. They're being very aloof about whether or not they're going to re-release the old Xbox controller in some sort of limited edition.
They need to?
Someone asked in the demo that I saw. I think I would think that would be cool if they
guess.
released it.
Giant case on top of your actual Xbox.
Right, yeah.
Just a plastic casing that goes on.
That would be cool. I think if they sold like some sort of bundle that was like, yeah, a Halo one, like an Xbox original case for an Xbox 360, like a full hardware, not just a case that snaps over it, but just like this is an Xbox 360 in an old Xbox case. That would be killer.
I don't know,
I would totally get one of
The
those.
heat problems that thing has. Do you really want to encase it in another layer of plastic?
Yeah,
no,
maybe
you
not.
don't.
Maybe not. I don't know.
But again, $40. It looks like they're doing a good job. They're showing it the appropriate amount of respect. They're doing a bunch of, I don't know if you saw a bunch of new terminal videos.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
so
I
it's
saw
not
one
just
of those.
text when you go to a
Yeah, it's
terminal now.
video.
They're doing like full on. They're getting
And they
new,
said that some of those would tie into Halo 4.
yeah, they're like kind of set up some Halo 4 stuff.
Yeah.
They're getting
Which seems weird to go back to Halo 1 to set up Halo 4.
a little bit, but they're getting the Guilty Spark actor to come in and do lines for that
Yeah.
and stuff. So that looks
Other than
like
that, it's all original VO from the
Yeah,
first game.
yeah.
But they're redoing the music and some of the sound stuff. Yeah. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Went and saw the Hulk Hogan game. Yeah, played
We
that-
sure did see the Hulk
Was
Hogan
it
game.
Hulk Hogan's main event. Is that the
Something
name of
like
it?
that, yeah.
Yeah, so we went and saw that. It's generally inoffensive, I thought.
It exists.
It is a mini game collection that is
Wrestling
themed. So, there are mini games like you are getting hit in the face with a chair and you need to block.
And then take the chair
and
away.
then take the chair away and then hit him with the chair. So there are different motions for that.
You did the entrance.
I did the
minigame.
entrance one, which is the only one I really cared about because it just straight up opens with you going like that and then doing some of that.
And the press release made it sound like there was probably a promo cutting one too, so maybe there's like some vocal stuff.
Yeah,
in
so
there
they
too.
just came up with a bunch of goofy Kinect mini games that are vaguely wrestling related that don't take it super seriously. And the character models in the game, they got a wrestler creator, and then like they've got you don't play as Hogan, you create a guy, and Hogan's your mentor.
He's your Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, and the Hogan model I thought looked hilarious, and
Hilariously
just
stupid.
like it's just super cartoonish and just
Yeah.
like kind
Very
of a funny,
tan.
kind of
Very
a funny
tan.
way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So whatever, that game's fine.
They also had Blood Rain there, the new
Yeah, the Way
downloadable
Forward
game.
game.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that.
Oh, neat.
No, it's looking. It has a really cool look to it.
You've got a lot of different abilities like backflip, wall jump, that sort of stuff.
Stabbing dudes.
You can feed on things to
You know, like Blood
completion
Rain.
or partial feeding to
Yeah.
infect them and have them blow up other dudes for you. Look pretty cool. I don't know.
It's the combat's maybe a little loose still, but the look of it is really, really nice. So I like that a lot. I saw Alien Colonial Marines.
Yeah, how's that?
So Ryan and I went to that demo. It looks good. I mean, it looks like a good, like they definitely have the aesthetics right of that game. It looks like Aliens. And there are xenomorphs, and you are space marines, and you are shooting shit, and there is like a crazy mech suit, and
Yeah.
the one thing Ryan made a salient point when we were talking about it afterward, which was that there's a little bit of that game that feels like it misses the point of the movie. Like, in the sense that, like, that whole movie is about these badass, scenery-chewing alien marines just getting their asses handed to them over and over and over again.
That's a problem with kind of all the games set
Yeah.
in the Aliens universe. Is they always, Aliens versus Predator, and they always have the humans in there, and they're
Yeah.
a totally viable faction. And yeah.
It's not even that isn't there. Like, you see the other marines in your team just getting absolutely murdered over and over again.
You're just better.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks like fun, and Pitchford was very enthusiastic about it, as he often
that
is.
Sounds like yes, that
Yeah.
sounds accurate.
So
You
he
didn't need to
gave a
say
pretty
that.
good demo.
Yeah.
He gave a pretty good demo, and someone there
Um,
kept clapping after every single thing he said,
Great.
like every sentence. It was just like, yeah.
Woo! Patrick, you saw Ninja Gaiden 3. I think we talked about
Yeah,
that a little
I just
bit.
saw
but-
that. Actually, the one I was most excited about is I finally went and saw Prey 2.
Okay.
Which it really looks like a sort of successor to Deus Ex, actually, in a lot of ways. I mean, Deus Ex was the reason people loved that game was the player agency and your choice over how to do these open world encounters, and that is all Prey 2. Like,
Yeah.
the whole sequence where you're trying to go after a guy and just grab a hostage. Like, they give you an amazing amount of choice over how you want to handle everything in this big open world with Mirror's Edge, Assassin's Creed type platforming. I am all over that fucking game.
Cool. Well, let's wrap it up and get back to the house. We got one more live broadcast to go, I think, and then we're gonna go home. Let's go home.
Howard Star's penis. Howard Star's penis.
No. What? Ah. And that's really just going to about wrap it up for E3, I think. No more corn dogs, no more interviews, no more running around the show floor. So, from Los Angeles, this is Giant Bomb. See ya. Better hurry. Show's almost over.